Hello everyone, Carson here, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1515 and New York Times Hot Sudoku for August 12th, 2025. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1515. I'm gonna start with the word maple. Okay, got the M and A yellow, so these two letters go somewhere else in this word. Now it could end in M, but I'm not sure how likely that is. It could also be SM as a double consonant. That's actually um also quite possible. Like smash. Um or it could be something like smirk. Or it could end in something like SM. I'm not sure. Something like smart. I don't know. I feel like the word smart is quite good because you test out a lot of consonants. S, M, R, and T, especially S, R, and T because those are really commonly used. And also test where the M goes and A as a vowel still has to go somewhere in this word. So let's try with the word smart. Okay, well, still only M and A yellow. The other letters are not part of the word, but it's still quite a good clue because now I've eliminated three commonly used consonants. So that's the bright side. Um, it could be something like woman. Let's try that because I still want to know where the letters go, so why not just place them as I guess? Okay, so I think I know the answer. Nomad. So women, guessing women was kind of huge because it placed OM and A, and it also told me N goes in the other only possible spot, which is the first letter. So Nomad's gonna be the answer. Got it in 4 tries. There we go. Yeah, I'll take that. Mostly satisfied. So yeah, fourth attempt at guessing the Wordle answer is quite decent. So I'll take it. Um, yeah, woman there really helped a lot. Like, I think anyone that guesses woman can get the Wordle answer immediately after that, because it's just the only word that I think is possible here. So yeah, got today's Wordle answer, Nomad, in 4 tries. This is Wordle number 1515. Let's now move on to New York Times Sudoku. Again, today's August 12th, 2025. Let's start the hard difficulty Sudoku for today. I see that these ones points down and this cell sees another one. So in block 9, the digit 1 is forced into this cell. Then these ones points left. We have this one pointing up and this one pointing left. So in block 2, the digit 1 is forced into row 3. We have these 2's pointing right, and this cell sees another 2. Actually, the digit 2 in block 3 is placed because of these 2's pointing in. So 2 in block 3 is forced into this cell, which helps place 2 in this cell in block 6. These 2's points left and this cell sees another 2, so in block 1, the digit 2 is forced into this cell. And these 2's points down, this cell sees another 2, and in block 8, 2 goes into one of these 2 cells. This 3 points left, and this 3 points down. So in block 4, the digit 3 is forced into column 2. So this 3 and a hidden 3 here points down, and this cell sees another 3. Now, okay, well, they don't really line up in any way, so yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna mark with 3s. We have these 4s pointing down. I guess that's it for 4s, and not much to do with 4s. About the 5s, these 5s point down, and as I scan more and more digits, I find a 357 triple hidden in block 2. So as you can see in block 2, the digits 3, 5, and 7 are missing. Well, 3, 5, and 7 here points into block 2 and force 3, 5, and 7 into these 3 cells only in block 2. So in order to fit 3, 5, and 7 into block 2, I have to make these 3 cells reserved for 3, 5, and 7. So these 3 cells form the 3, 5, 7 triple, which eliminates all other digits from these 3 cells. So in other words, this 3, 5, 7 triple makes the other 3 open cells in block 2 a 1, 6, 8 triple. Like this. Which do make the other 2 open cells in row 3 a 4, 9 pair. Well, you could have done the whole thing uh, the other way round. First spot the 4, 9 pair based on row 3, because these 3 cells see 4 and 9, so in order to fit both 4 and 9 into row 3, I have to make these 2 cells reserved for 4 and 9. So you can first spot the 4, 9 pair, which gives you the 1, 6, 8 triple, and at last the 3, 5, 7 triple. The order doesn't matter. If you spot one of the ends, you're gonna spot the whole thing, so don't worry about the order. Just try to spot one of the ends. You're gonna spot the whole chain. So yeah. But I don't think I can place anything immediately, but that is some solid, useful information. So there's that. Well, I forgot what digits I'm spotting next, but I do see that the digit 8 in block 1 is forced into this cell. Then 8 in block 8 is forced into one of these 2 cells, and in block 6, 8 goes into one of these 2 cells. This 9, oh, actually, the digit 9 in block 5 is forced into this cell. This 9 points right. So in block 3, the digit 9 is forced into one of these 2 cells, which both lie in column 7. So there is a hidden 9 in block 3, which is forced into column 7. Right, I do spot a 379 triple in block 6. As you can see here in block 6, the digits 3, 7, and 9 are missing. But these 2 cells, they see 3, 7, and 9. Both of these 2 cells see 3, 7, and 9. So in order to fit 3, 7, and 9 into block 6, I have to make these 3 cells reserved for 3, 7, and 9. So these 3 cells form the 3, 7, 9 pair. Sorry. These 3 cells form the 3, 7, 9 triple. These 3 cells form the 3, 7, 9 triple, which eliminates all other digits from these 2 cells. Now, 8 is certainly not 3, 7, nor 9. So 8 is eliminated from the 3, 7, 9 triple, and the digit 8 in block 6 is now forced into this cell, which also makes this cell a 4. It's the only other digit apart from 3, 7, and 9, so it has to go into this cell. And then, 4 in this cell is eliminated, so in this 4, 9 pair, this cell now cannot be a 4, so 4 and 9 this way. Basically placing the 4 in row 3 followed by the 9. Then these 4s, points left. And the missing digits of block 3 are 3, 4, and 6, but this cell sees 3 and 6. So this cell has to be a 4, leaving 3 and 6 into the other 2 open cells. Now these 4s point down, and actually in row 7, 4 is quite restricted. So this cell sees 4, this cell sees 4, this cell sees 1, this cell also sees another 4, but 4 is still missing in row 7, so it has to go somewhere. So 4 is forced into one of these 2 cells for the row, because it can't go anywhere else in this row. So in row 7, 4 can only go into one of these 2 cells. And because it is forced, 4 is forced into one of these 2 cells, so no other open cells in block 7 can contain 4. Sorry, this cell cannot be a 7 and this cell cannot be a 3. This cell is 7 or 9 for the column. And this cell cannot be a 9. Okay, so interesting. In block 6, this cell cannot be a 9. So 9 in block 6 has to go into one of these two cells, which both lie in row 5. So there is a hidden 9 in row 5 to be placed in block 6. So a hidden 9 here, and this 9 points left. And these two cells do indeed form a 4-9 pair. You can look at both the block and the row, actually. The row is easier to explain, so I'm going to explain it like that. In row 6, the digits 4 and 9 are missing. These three cells here see both 4 and 9. So these three cells cannot contain 4 and 9, but in order to fit both 4 and 9 into row 6, I have to make these two cells reserved for 4 and 9. So these two cells, well, for the row, form a 4-9 pair, which eliminates all other digits from these two cells. Now 3 is certainly not 4 or 9, so 3 is eliminated from this cell. It's part of the 4-9 pair, so um, with the help of the 4-9 pair and these 3s, the digit 3 in block 4 is forced into this cell, which actually places 3 in this cell in block 6, which completes block 3 by placing 3 and 6 this way. And then this also sees 7, so 9 and 7 this way to complete block 6. This cell is a 9 to complete the column. For column 9, 4 and 6 are the missing digits, and for column 7, 5 and 7 are the missing digits. Now, 4-9 pair here makes the other two open cells in row 6 a 1-7 pair, which makes the other three open cells in block 5 a 5-6-8 triple. Actually, I can just fill out the rows, right? 1, 5, and 6 are missing from row 4, and this is 5 or 6 only. Alright, that's nice. This cell sees a 3 now. Well, the digit 9 in block 1 is forced into one of these two cells. These 9s points left, so these two cells form a 1-9 pair. As you can see in block 7, the digits 1 and 9 are missing. These 1s and 9s force both 1 and 9 into these two cells only. So in order to fit both 1 and 9 into block 7, I have to make these two cells reserved for 1 and 9. So these two cells form the 1-9 pair, which eliminates all other digits from these two cells. Now 2. 2 is certainly not 1 or 9, so 2 is eliminated from this cell, because it's part of the 1-9 pair, and 2 cannot go here. So with the help of the 1-9 pair and these 2's, the digit 2 in block 7 is placed in this cell, which also gets 2 in block 8 placed in this cell. All 2's are placed, so that's great. And then for row 7, earlier I said that 4 could only go into one of these two cells, and now to occupy this cell, 4 can only go here. It's based on the row. All other open cells in this row cannot contain a 4, so 4 in row 7 is forced into this cell, which resolves the 4-9 pair by placing 4 and 9 this way. Now, this cell sees a 9, so 9 in block 1 is forced into this cell. This cell sees a 9, so for the 1-9 pair, it is resolved, 1 and 9 this way. Now, the digit 1 in block 4 is forced into this cell. These ones point up, and this cell sees another 1, so in block 1, the digit 1 is forced into this cell. In block 1, 5, 6, and 7 are the missing digits. This cell sees a 7, so... Oh, and it also sees 6. So it cannot be 6 or 7, it must be a 5 for the block, which leaves a 6-7 pair in these two cells, but we can also place 5 in this cell in block 2. This cell is a 6 for the column, which eliminates 6 from this cell and completes column 9 by placing 6 and 4 this way. 4 is eliminated from this cell, so I can place the last 4 in this cell. This is 5 or 7 for the row, but C is a 5. So 7 and 5 this way to complete row 9, which makes this a 7. 3, 5, and 7 are the missing digits of block 7. This cell now sees a 7. So 3 and 7 this way to complete row 1. This is 6 or 8 for the column, but it sees 8. So 6 and 8 this way. And then this cell is 3 or 5 for the row, but sees 3. So 5 and 3 this way. These two cells are for 3 and 8 for the block, but this cell sees 3. So 3 and 8 this way. The digit 8 in block 5 is forced into this cell. And this cell sees a 7, so 1 and 7 this way, 6 and 1, 5 and 6, and 6 and 5, and this Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times Hot Sudoku in 12 minutes and 34 seconds, so I would say this Sudoku puzzle is mostly straightforward. Well, I finished the whole quite smoothly. I think I spotted all the key spots really quickly. I also finished in a rather quick time with all the detailed explanations, so I'll go over the key spots as a quick summary, which I think are worth talking about. So, towards the beginning, I spotted the 3-5-7 triple in block 2. There was the 3-5-7 triple in block 2, or you could spot the other end of the chain, which is the 4-9 pair in row 3. But of course, you can place the 2 first. But yeah, either the 3-5-7 triple in block 2 or the 4-9 pair in row 3 will, well, it can make you spot the whole thing over here. So don't worry about the order, just spot one of them. Gonna spot all. So yeah. Later on, I spot the 3-7-9 triple in block 6. So 3-7-9 triple in block 6 helped place the 4 and 8 immediately. The 2 was placed earlier. And I feel like some other deductions, like the placement of 4 in row 7, into one of these two cells only really helped. And I don't know, some other pairs of triples, like the 1-9 pair in block 7 towards the end, as well as the 4-9 pair in row 6, somewhere in the middle of the solve. So they really helped. So I think the key spot, the major thing that appeared most, or appeared a lot in this Sudoku puzzle were pairs and triples, definitely. So again, the 3-5-7 triple in block 2, or the 4-9 pair in row 3, 3-7-9 triple in block 6, 4-9 pair in row 6, and the 1-9 pair in block 7, I think were the key spots for this Sudoku puzzle. So if you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you, and hopefully this video helped. So yeah, to me, mostly straightforward. Yeah. No other comments. Mainly pairs of triples to find as the key spots. Today is August 12th, 2025. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1515 and New York Times Hot Sudoku for today. I'll see you all next time. Bye!